man.
Steve, right here, DeMichael. Just, it's been a while since we last, publicly talked to you. Just take us through, your mentality over the last few months from January when you thought you were potentially going to be returning that season, and then you had to watch the season play out, and then the off season, getting healthy. Just what has that entire process been like for you?
Not ideal. Just because there was just like a few complications with it, bro. Obviously wanted to play. And definitely would have been awesome if I could, but injuries happen, bro. Injuries happen, and just one of these challenges, bro. You just gotta kind of change your scope a little bit, and then make sure that everything's lined up, and then you could come back and actually have a meaningful impact. So that's the main thing. But the process was the process, man. Yeah, it was good. Still going through it, but yeah, it was good. It was a good learning experience. Haven't been through it before,
Steven, Jaren said that he wanted to focus on rebounding and just being more physical this
stuff. If he's going to go block shots, he ain't going to get the rebound. You know what I mean? So it's like, there's that part. It's not like he could do everything. You can't. Yeah, you have to, it's a give or take. You have to minimize one of the other ones to get some of the other. But I ain't excusing him. I don't know. I don't watch any film, mate. Just giving you just making it up. I read it on Twitter just now. Yeah. Sounded good though, eh? Yeah. Don't lie.
You mentioned the knee. They said that they want to be careful with you when you start the season. Do you feel like you'd be capable of playing a full NBA game right now? And I guess
it's hard. It won't be responsible. It'll be irresponsible for me to say like that I'm ready to go right now, because there's again, bro. Like the build up is important, And off season, I thought we had a successful off season, right? And so now I think we're in a really good spot to like ramp up, but it's literally going to be day by day. There's no point saying like, yeah, I could play a game right now, because that could be reckless, and like the equation will be like, oh, can you play one game? It's 82 games. You know what I mean? So like saying I could play one game, that's not really smart, to say or like kind of vouch for.
A lot of people have mentioned, that you're pretty strict workout routine, and you do a lot of this training on your own in trying to get back. I guess, what has that process been like this summer? How much of it's been basketball, and then how much of it's been trying to get the knee right?
Yeah, I don't do it on my own. I definitely do it under, definitely advised from professionals and whatnot. I'm not just making this shit up, jumping on YouTube or something like, yo, that looks dope. Like, no, I ain't doing any of that. It's definitely like a strict, it's just well thought out. It's a good routine, stuff like this. But it was a mixture of both, strength and court work. But it's probably not court work that you may be imagining. It's literally like going back to fundamentals, how to like step into the knee, you know what I mean? Stuff like that, like really 1-2 steps. Kind of like you go to a camp and, it's like a little kid's camp. Kind of like starting off there, back to basics, getting those down, then try and build up from there,
In the back, how did this turn from what was hoped or sounded like would be a 6-week injury and turned into what amounts now to, a 4, 5, 6 months injury that cost you the season? How was it just those setbacks in trying to get back to play last year?
Yeah, the setbacks, it was just like the nature of the injury, bro. It's, again, like every injury is like has its own unique, like, and whatever, symptoms of it and all that. So I think it was just the nature of it, of itself. So, yeah, man. It's unfortunate, but, like, dude, I mean, that's then. This is kind of now. Been building this whole summer just to get to this point. So we're in a pretty good spot right now. Yeah.
Steve, I know when you got injured, a lot of times as media, we would come in to practice and see you, giving pointers to X or Santi. How much did you take on kind of that mentor role and showing them, a thing or two as the season went along? And, how much do you still take that role going into the season this year with some of the bigs?
Yeah, I do it all the time, bro. It's getting them to listen, eh? Oh, man, these bloody kids, eh? They don't bloody listen, mate. I don't know what's up with this Gen Z. Mate, Nah, they're good lads, man. I still do the same. Because, again, it's like every person has their own approach to the game, what they prioritize and what their threats, if they prioritize threats in the game. And so, yeah, I try and target more that, if that makes sense. Like, just try and give them, I don't know, what's worked for me. If it works for them, cool. If they're having trouble with something, maybe we explore this. I don't even do that way, but we need to explore it. Because then, in terms of like team efficiency and stuff, we need that to go up. So, yeah, anything like that. And it's even the guards too. Because again, it's like, well, you have to, because it's like, say you talk to a guard, you get a lot of moving screens. Typically, it's because the guard's moving too quickly. You know what I mean? So, like, it's getting on the same page as every single one of your teammates. So, that's why that whole the chemistry one, synergy or whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to call it, that has to be on point so you can kind of solve these problems without forcing a timeout. You know what I mean? You have to get a timeout. It's a waste. You know what I mean? You could have easily solved some of these problems. You're just like, dude. Yeah, but you have to go through that process anyway. You're going to have some of those. So. What's that? How much do you pay, mate? Sounds like you're offering, brother. You got to talk to me in English, not emojis, mate.
There was a video going around the past couple of weeks on social media with Korean basketball players.
Yeah. What the hell? Got the abs, boy. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Korean basketball players shooting free throws bank style. Have you seen that? And if so, have you thought about trying that technique?
Try it. I've done it unintentionally. It's worked. It's worked a couple times. But shit, yeah, we'll see how it goes. He was Korean?
Pardon?
He was Korean?
Yes.
North or south?
I'm assuming
Too soon,
south.
too soon, yeah. Too sober. Sorry, guys.